Hi, we're going to take a look at perimeter today, just focusing on rectangles, triangles and compound shapes in between rectangles and triangles. So perimeter from the basics is the way around the outside of the shape, or basically any edges added together. So for this shape, the perimeter will include adding together these three lengths. So you'd simply do 3 plus 4 plus 5, and that would give you 12 centimetres. Note that since it's just the distance around the outside, the length is only centimetres and not centimetres squared. That's only for area. Okay, we'll start with just a few basic shapes. So you've seen the triangle, rectangle. Only to remember is that if this length here is 10 centimetres, then it's going to be the same over here. And again, the same with this 5 centimetres will be repeated over here. So now if I want the perimeter, I just add together those four lengths in any order. 10 plus 10 is 20, add the two 5s gives me a total length or total perimeter of 30 centimetres. Quick thing to be aware of, for some triangles like isosceles triangles, you'll have pairs of lengths being the same. Rather than write 6 metres all over the place, we use this line. If you ever see two lines like this, that means they represent two things that are the same length. So therefore here we've got 6, 7 and another 6. So for the perimeter, you would add together those three lengths, which gives you a total of 19 metres. Also, sometimes you'll see that for bigger shapes. So here's a trapezium, but the same idea is in force. You've got two lines here, which means these lengths are both 5. So for the perimeter, make sure you get all the lengths. So in this case, it would be 28 millimetres. And again, do check your units are the same in the question and the answer. Okay, that was the first part. Pretty straightforward. Here are the first 6 questions to try. Don't forget there is a link in the description to the sheets with all these questions on. Okay, going to move on now. Main focus is slightly harder questions where you've got to work out some missing lengths in order to find out the perimeter. So for example, in this question, I don't know what this length here is. Okay, and also I don't know this length at the bottom. So to work out the perimeter, you have to add all these lengths together. Each way to go around this is just work out what these lengths are. So for example, with this length down here, we want the length going all the way from here to here. We can work that out by looking at the top. We know we go across 2 centimetres, then we go down a bit, and then we go across another 3 centimetres. That means in total, to go from left to right, I go 2 plus 3 centimetres, which means that this missing length must be 5 centimetres. And we can use a similar trick to work out the missing length over here. We know the whole way from top to bottom is a total of 7 centimetres, and all we've got so far is a length of 4 centimetres. That means this must be the missing length, basically the missing number, where if I add it to 4, I get a total of 7. So if you want to work this out, all you need to do is do the long length, take away the small length, and that will give you the missing length. So in this case, this missing length is going to be 3 centimetres. And now we've worked that out, we can work out the perimeter. So just add together our lengths. I say the best way to do it is just go around the shape. So I'm just going to go around like this, add together all the lengths I see. So 7 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Add those together and you should get an answer of 24 centimetres. Same idea here. Occasionally have two shapes combined together, but it doesn't change anything. All we do the same as before, just fill in any missing lengths we have. We've got an isosceles triangle, which means these lengths are the same, so they're both 8 centimetres. And we have a rectangle, so these are both 6 centimetres. And again, same as before, just add together all your lengths. So make sure before you start adding numbers together that you have worked out every single length on that shape. In this case, you would get a total of 40, I think. Okay, last example I'm going to go through is this more exam style of questions. Okay, so here we've got an equilateral triangle. So when we see an equilateral triangle, they're going to have all the lengths being the same. That's what equilateral means, equal length. So these lengths are always going to all be 2 centimetres. Also, occasionally they won't even write this on. They'll just say an equilateral triangle with side length of 2 centimeters. That means the same thing. It means all the lengths are going to be 2. Next, we've got some of those triangles stuck together. Here we've got 4 of these triangles all joined together. I'm going to work out the total perimeter. Key thing here is for the perimeter, remember it's basically going around the outside of the shape. So for the perimeter, we don't care about this line, or this line. You do not add up any lines that are inside the shape, or basically 2 shapes stuck together. You don't add together the sort of overlapping edge, only around the outside. So let's do that now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 2's added together. Work that out. I know that 2 times 6 is 12. So all these 2's added together must give me 12 centimeters. Okay, and that's it. Only key thing I'll say, only mistake I always see is people adding together these lengths as well. So make sure if it's like an inside length, you do not add it on. Okay, that's it. That's all I've got to tell you today. Some more questions to try. Again, follow the link in the description to the questions that are slightly easier to read. Okay, I hope that made sense, and thanks for listening.